Welcome to Come Get Woo Woo. We're your hosts, Becky and Ro, here to hold space for the unseen, the unspoken, and the deeply felt. This is a place for seekers, for those who sense that there's more, for those who hear between the words, feel beyond the room, and know without knowing why.
Together, we'll explore the language of spirit, the clarity of your clairs, and the signs that rise up when you're ready to notice. You're not imagining it, you're remembering it. This is Come Get Woo Woo.
Hey, Woo Woo Seekers. Welcome to today's episode of Come Get Woo Woo with Becky and Ro. I'm Becky.
And I'm Ro. Before we dive into today's episode of Messages in Motion, what Spirit reveals this month, let's do a check-in. So, Becky, how are you?
I am actually doing great. I am absolutely proud of everything that we've been doing. Fun achievements. Yeah, some fun, exciting events this weekend.
Ooh, tell us about your events this weekend.
I saw a posting for this documentary that's coming out. And so it happens to be in the cities, which means the Twin Cities area.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I know. In Minnesota, that's what we call it, the cities. Anyway, it's called Outer Edge. I'm not 100% sure about it, just what I've read. And it's a documentary about the paranormal and the people that actually do that. So like Ghostbusters and stuff like that. As it happens, through a friend of a friend type of thing, I actually get to go to the premiere. So I'm really excited about this.
That sounds so cool.
I'll have to let you know how it goes. I have no idea. I'm like, what do I wear? I don't even know. So yeah, going to that. Pretty excited about it. I'm actually going. My cousin's going, and she's like a sister to me. And I think we'll be having a good time. Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Like I said, and bonus, Jenna lives up in the cities. I think we're going to have dinner. So I actually get to see my kid.
Oh, very cool.
She does. How about you, Ro? Do you have anything going on?
Yes. Well, I had my daughter here all week with me.
And why was that?
Oh,
You're not going to say, are you?
She's here so we could celebrate our birthdays.
Yay!
And tomorrow, my parents coming here. They're going to be dropping off my car. And my sister and her boyfriend will be here. So we're all going out for dinner. And Sunday, I'll drop Anastasia off home. And then Sunday night, I have class.
Aw, that sounds like fun, though. What is this still the mentorship class?
Yes.
Okay, fun. How's that going?
Well, this is our first meeting. Besides the first one where we met in person, this is our first online meeting. So I don't know what it's going to be about.
Ooh, sounds exciting, though. I can't wait to hear. And happy birthday early.
Thank you. For me, it's just another day. But I'm excited for her birthday more than mine.
Why is it that we do that? Because I do the same thing. I'm so excited for Jenna's birthday. And mine can go, and I don't take it off anymore. I don't celebrate it. It's another day.
Yeah, me too. The same here. I'm like, no biggie. I don't want to know that I grew another year older. I already feel it in my bones.
You know what, though? I always say it's better than the alternative.
Which is not having one. That's true.
Yes. All right. Let's get into today's episode. Each week, we had given you 3 words from the Woo Woo Seekers Journal series. And today's the day that Ro and I share experiences, building a spiritual dictionary together with everyone who wants to play along. So as we've talked about before, spirit communicates in so many different ways, and this is our chance to see it in action. We'll be exploring, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and knowing each of the words. We invite you to try it too, noticing how spirit speaks to you. So last month we had artist, heard my daughter's giggle, and saw it as more of a through the camera of a lens, where Ro, you actually saw it as a man actually painting a picture, a scene. I'm still going to call him Bob Ross. So for me, I connected with the concept of art to joy, beloved memories, and a universal philosophy, where Ro connects with it is a precise visual detail and even past life lineage. And then both of us had such different reactions to beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where you were very, it was about isolation, and you went to the beach with Anastasia during COVID, where mine was a beach with my friends, and we just saw it so differently, where mine was more of a deep, rational, emotional significance, like that freeing effect that I talked about, where yours was focused on solitude and sensory texture of the environment. So, like I said, the way that spirit talks to you is so vastly different than anybody else.
I agree. I can't wait to see what we get for these words.
I know. I had some interesting ones too.
Yeah, me too.
I still have nothing for ancestor, though. I'm just telling you.
That's okay. I didn't get anything for one of the words this month. So
it happens. Sometimes you're just...
Yeah. We'll be starting with the first book of the Woo Woo Seeker's Journal, A Journey for Your Signs and Symbols. This book breaks it down into 3 categories: emotions and states, people and places, and everyday objects. If you don't have a copy, no worries. Just grab a notebook and follow along. But if you want a copy, hop on over to comegetwoowoo.com and click on the Woo Woo Seeker's Journals. From there, you can purchase them through Amazon. This way, you don't have to search through Amazon and you get the correct book. Whether it's an emotion, a place, a person, or even an everyday object, Spirit leaves messages everywhere if we slow down and tune in. These episodes give us space to practice, compare, and grow on our spiritual language together. We've come prepared with 9 words we'll be focusing on, and we're excited to see what Spirit reveals for each of the class. As we share our experiences, you'll notice how uniquely each of us receives guidance. Spirit speaks in many ways, and sometimes the smallest, most ordinary signs carry the biggest messages. This month's 9 words fall into 3 categories: emotions and states, and here we're doing clarity, compassion, and confidence. People and places, we're doing campfire, castle, and cave. And everyday objects, we're doing bell, blanket, and book.
We'll be taking these words one at a time, sharing what comes through for us across the clairs. You may not, or we may not, receive messages for every sense each time, and that's okay. As your clairs get stronger, your senses may appear, and you can revisit the same word to reveal even more layers of guidance over time. There are bonus prompts for each of these words in our books, and we encourage you to take a deeper dive into them at home. We will not be sharing the bonus prompts with these episodes.
Okay, and now for the fun part. We didn't talk about our experiences ahead of time. Just like you, we're hearing it fresh as we go. So grab your journal, open your senses, and join us as we see what Spirit revealed this month. Let's dive in. Let's start with clarity. Let's hear what you got, Becky.
Okay. So I've got it all written down because you know me and my notebooks. Just to remind me, sometimes for me, if I don't write it down, I'll forget it because there's a lot of things going on up there.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yes. Okay, so for clarity, it was like looking through binoculars at first. So now keep in mind, I don't know what was off with my energy, but I had to do a lot of these 2 times. So this is one of those. So the first time, go ahead. What were you saying?
The same here.
So the first time I looked at it, it was like I only got like one or two things. That's why I revisited it. It was like I was looking through binoculars with autofocus.
Oh.
Yeah. The other thing I got for claircognizance, the more you force it, the less likely you will find it.
Oh.
So that was the first time I did it. So the second time was a little bit different. See? Continually different, even within myself. Okay. So it was swirls of yellow. Then it was like a block in place. Oh, that's what it blocks. I couldn't read my own writing. Then it was like, it was almost like, have you ever played, what's the word? Jenga? You know, it's like these wood thing. Okay. So except for it wasn't, like little skinny ones, it was almost like you were playing shuffle with these blocks, you know, like if you have cards and you shuffle them, except for it was blocks.
Wow.
It was you know, so it kind of made a tower, if you will. And this is what I heard. And I heard it in your voice, Ro. And it said, I know, right? And it said, get ready.
Oh.
It was when you said get ready. I was like, oh, okay. And so then I got a song, and it's actually the song by Selena Gomez. It's Come and Get It. I don't know if you know that song at all, but again.
I probably do. I probably would have to listen to it, though.
Yeah. Okay, so the lyric that stood out for me was, when you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na. I won't sing it for you. She does a much better version of it. So here's the thing, and that was for clairaudient. So clairsentient, I actually felt a vibration like hum through my body.
Ooh.
It was really, really cool. And then I actually, for clairalience, I actually felt my sinuses drain. I am still unpacking that one. So I got nothing for clairgustance. And then the second thing I got for claircognizance is, and I'm ready.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so get ready because you are ready.
Apparently I'm ready. What I'm ready for, I haven't figured out yet, but hey, I don't know. Yes. How about you? What did you get?
So this one I wasn't expecting. First I saw teepees.
Oh.
And there was a group of them. So it was like a I don't know how to call it.
Like a village?
Yes, like a village of teepees, and it was in the distance. So I was like on a hill. Then I saw a woman's hand and arm, and her arm was wrapped in like a thick leather, and she held it out. And an eagle flew to her arm, and then she let it go. So,
oh, wow.
I felt like I was kind of like the eagle soaring away with the wind in my face. And I guess for clairaudience, it would be like hearing the chirp, although you don't want to say an eagle chirps, you know, he has a much deeper. And his wings flapping. And this one I had to sit on for a few days because I was like thrown off by the teepees, you know. Mm-hmm. And then what came to me was that clarity comes when you look at something from a different point of view.
Oh, I love that. That's inspiring.
It was quite different. Do you notice, like, when I first thought of clarity, I thought like there's clouds and then maybe you'll see the clouds open up and there'll be clear skies, like you could see something. It's different going through the meditation and then thinking what you would think. You know
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you 100% because what you anticipate what it's going to come out like sometimes is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. What about compassion? Compassion is our next word.
Okay, so do you want to start with compassion?
Sure. So for this one, I was outside of my old apartment. It was me and Anastasia, so I had little Anastasia, and I was giving her a big hug. And then all of a sudden, there was like different people, and there was like a line of people. So some young, some old, some middle age, and just giving them hugs along this line. And then I really didn't get any other senses, but the knowing was like, you need to find compassion for other people as well as yourself.
Ooh, I like that.
So, how about you?
I apologize. I've got two different. I had to do this one again too. I was reminded of my vision of anger, and I just saw the clasped hands, but it was on a staff, like almost like a cane of some kind. So I'm not 100% sure what that meant. The second time I did it, it actually was, the heart emoji that kind of looks like it's vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like but it was white. It was like this pulsating white heart. I heard birds, like the sweet little chirpy birds. I felt pressure on my chest, and then I almost felt this like flowing energy. Like it was like I could actually feel the blood pumping through my veins. It was weird, but very cool. I didn't get anything for Claire Aliens or Claire Gustance. So compassion, when compassion is given freely, it can also be received freely. When we hold compassion, we can let go of the hate and anger.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. So, yeah. But again, I had to do it twice. So, yeah, nothing wrong with that, people.
No, not at all.
All right. And now we got confidence.
Oh, for compassion, I did get a feeling.
Oh, what'd you get?
It was just a feeling of love, that type. Just a feeling of love is all I could see.
When I have that feeling, it's almost like it's almost too big for my body.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. It's just that I didn't write compassion.
And so now I'm jogging your memory.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I did get a feeling.
Hey, that's why we do this, right?
That's right. Everything else I wrote down. So,
all right. Did you get anything for confidence?
I did. So here I saw a lion standing their ground. He looked like he was pacing and keeping a watchful eye and, like sort of like protecting his pride. For hearing maybe like the rumble of the lion as he was pacing back and forth. And the feeling I got like was a stirring in my chest. It's like the feeling that as you stand tall and your shoulders back. So those are two types of feelings.
I really like those.
The knowing I got was confidence comes within, or like a line if you need.
Ooh, that's cool. So if I hear you roaring like a lion sometime, that's
yes.
No.
I'm bringing my confidence on.
Perfect. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay. So for confidence, so for clairvoyance, I got what I saw was in the distance. You've got a long stretch of road, and all of a sudden you see in the distance like a stoplight. It was green. It was a green light. So it was like a stoplight with a green light, but there was like nobody on the road. It was just me. I heard the song. Its lyric is, which I'm still not 100% sure what, is "You Broke Me First." Have you ever heard this song?
No. Well, maybe. You never know.
Anyway, it's a song. I don't even know who sings it, but I know it's on my playlist. Basically, is somebody asking for forgiveness and want you back and stuff like that. And it's like and blaming kind of that gaslighting. I had a very very quick heart rate. It was very rapid, and I felt like I was standing at like a podium, like if you're going to give a speech and you don't have that nervous, anxious energy. That's how I felt. I know that I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's what I was getting. And I kept on knowing that keep going. Confidence is what turns into courage. That's what it was. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out what that song and how that relates, but I think it might even go into it took me a lot to get out of a situation that I had before. And so it took courage and it took confidence. So, yeah.
Now it's your time to roar like a lion.
There you go. I'm gonna borrow your lion, if you will.
Oh yes, anytime.
You'll let me. All right. So we have a few other ones. What are your thoughts? Do you want to do campfire? Is that campfire? Yeah, it's campfire first.
I'll do campfire.
Okay.
So obviously I saw a campfire.
Same here.
And so it was me and my two best friends. So we've been friends since we were like 7.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, a lifetime. And then next to us was our kids. We're all hanging out. And they were laughing and chit-chatting. I can't remember the last time we all got together with our kids. Well, they're not kids anymore, but they'll always be kids to us. And then a little while later, some of our other friends that we collected along the way also joined in. The hearing was like the crackling of the firewood, the feeling of love, of friendship, and smell of fire. We don't get the chance to hang out as much, and I think some of it's my fault. I've been busy, and sometimes it's hard with the pups. Mm-hmm. The kids always have something to do as well, but we always pick up where we left off. So I think it was more or less telling me it's the time to make the time and, plan something, in hopes to get everyone together. So that was my campfire.
I like that. That's really, but you kind of got a theme going on from last month to this month, right?
Oh, what's that?
You got to make time for yourself.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's my theme.
There's your theme. Okay, so I got a lot for campfire.
Oh, okay.
So growing up, my dad's side of the family is very, very close. Throughout the years, they've had their ups and downs, but they're really close when I was a kid. And so I saw my cousins, my sisters, and I all around this campfire. I was probably maybe, I don't even know, probably 10. I don't even know. And we were sitting around this campfire, and then it was switched to a different campfire, and it was a little bit older, kind of the same theme though. And I remember seeing my one cousin, literally he was the s'more guy, so he made the perfect s'mores for all the kids. And so it took me through these different times in my life, but all of them revolved around family. And I would hear the crackling of the fire and the laughs. Oh my God, we had so much fun, and we still have fun. It's always a good time. And I was at peace and I was confident. And other times I was in solitude within a crowd. So it was all that, everything together, even the, I can have the laughs and the fun and the greatness, and yet be solitude within that same space. I tasted the s'mores, even though sometimes I didn't even eat them, but but I tasted the s'mores. I had the distinct campfire smell like you did, and The knowing that I had a place for gathering and shared laughter. That's what it was. So yeah, it was
Very
pretty.
cool.
As you can tell, family is really important to me.
Oh, it sounds like a wonderful memory as well.
As much as you can complain about having a crappy childhood, I was pretty blessed. It's one of those things that's like we take for granted the fact that the stuff that I did when I was young. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. The stuff that I did when I was young, if I was my parent, I would be like, seriously, how are you not dead?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
I mean, seriously. But yeah, and it brought me back to a time. I mean, we used to have, because our family's big. My dad's from a family of 10. There's 10 kids in his family.
Wow.
And yeah. And so we were always surrounded by cousins and stuff like that. And we still do family reunions. His side of the family has so many cousins, and we all gather once every 3 years. Some of them we've had 250 people at.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what it represents. Campfire it was a much broader, it's like the campfire, but it was the laughter, the fun, and family. That's what it reminded me of. So yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Then the next one we have is Castle. I could start with Castle. So for Castle, no Cinderella castles here. It was dark at night, and I saw the castle from far away. It kind of reminded me of the night before Christmas. So the moon was illuminated over the castle, and then what looked like bats were flying around. And then when I got to the castle, there were candles on each side of it that were lit. And then the hearing I got was Welcome Home.
Oh.
And the feeling was like a damp feeling. It was like kind of creepy and old. And then the knowing I got was we all have had lives within the castle, whether it was protecting, serving, or ruling them.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Why couldn't I be in a pretty Cinderella castle, though? I was leery to even walk in. No electricity.
No electricity or anything. Okay, so for castle for me, so clairvoyance, I actually got at first it was I saw like ruins, like a castle ruins.
Mm.
But then it slowly kind of morphed into watching somebody or realizing somebody that was taking each brick by brick by brick and dismantling and rebuilding.
Oh.
So it was, I literally saw them take these big, whatever, some are big, some are small, and, load them in a wheelbarrow and take it to another location and rebuild it. I felt very nervous and excited all at the same time because it's a big step, decide to rebuild. And I think this very much is resemblant of my life, right? Like a year, 2 years ago, I had to rebuild. I heard the scraping of the stones. Okay, so my brother-in-law, he is a block layer. And so...
Block layer or bricklayer?
It's a block... We call it a block layer. You call it a bricklayer. Yes. Same thing. So I remember watching him, and he was building like a concrete wall. And that's what I heard. It was, like if you scrape up the compound,
the mortar.
Yeah, the mortar.
Okay.
Yep. You put the mortar on the brick, and then you do it and put it down, and then he would tap it. That's what I heard. So it was like the process of building and get it where he needed to be. And that's what I heard. I smelt dampness, just like you did. I didn't get anything for gustance. I already kind of touched on it, but my claircognizance was for this stage of my life. You don't need to let go of all of the past. Just put them in different places as you rebuild. I thought that was pretty profound.
That was,
for me.
yes. Yeah. Wow. Very cool.
So cave wasn't as exciting for me.
No?
I did get stuff, but it wasn't as exciting. So I can start with that if you're okay with that.
Sure.
Okay. So I had I had a couple different types of caves. The first cave was, the Native American caves that have the writing on the walls and stuff like that. That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second cave, because it kind of went into it, is remember my trip to Arizona? We went to Sedona.
Yes.
Okay, so I went through. It was Antelope Canyon. That's what it is. And that's what I saw. And so Antelope Canyon is just beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go. It's gorgeous. You've seen some of those pictures.
Yeah.
And I'll post some of those pictures because they were just gorgeous.
Mm.
And so that was what I was seeing. I got nothing for clairaudience. For clairsentient, I felt like an adventure. That was that feeling. It was that excitement of an adventure. I smelt earth.
Mm.
And what I felt, or what I know about it, is caves can be an adventure waiting to be discovered.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. How about you? What did you get?
So cave, let's see. I had to remove the music. So we removed the music and reloaded it. And the volume on it was low.
I had to do that with some of mine too. So if you started with any of them and were hard to, we apologize for any and all of those. Those are some of the first ones. So yeah.
Yeah, we're trying. We're improving. We're trying. Everything here is a learning curve for us.
Absolutely.
So I saw a black cave. I was not inside, but when I peeked in, it was dark. It was at a beach. The sand around the cave was dark and compact, like it was wet from the water. The water was nice and blue, and there was a boat in the distance. But I didn't want to go inside the cave. Ooh. So it made me nervous. That was the feeling I got. Bats were hanging out. And you know how much I don't like bats.
Yeah, we do know that.
And this is the second bat one that's been here.
That's right. You have a theme with bats.
Yeah, I don't like them.
It's kind of like Amy with skunks.
Yes. Well, at least she didn't have a skunk flying around in her house like I had a bat once.
No, she just had a metaphorical skunk.
And I could almost hear them flapping their wings.
Torturous for you.
Yes. And the cave had the musty smell of still water. I didn't get any tasting with that.
Good thing, huh?
Yeah. And I got, even though you can't see what's ahead of you, that there is nothing to be afraid of, was the claircognizance.
That's, wow. It's almost like it's being afraid of the unknown.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't really enter the cave. It's just like what I heard.
Obviously, you did not have Becky with you because we would have pushed you into the cave.
The next one we have is Belle.
Yes.
Did you want to start with it?
I can, sure. Okay. So, Belle, for me, I saw the small handheld ones at first, the ones that you use at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it actually went to a huge one that are in towers or like churches and stuff like that. And obviously, I heard so where I used to live, my old house, I lived right next to a church. And so every Sunday, you'd hear two bells. You'd have the start of church and the end of church because some bells have their own tones and stuff. So it was that bell that I heard, and I felt the vibration through my body. So it was like if I was the bell itself. So that was kind of weird, but yeah.
Wow.
I got nothing for clairgustance, but I smelt the construction smell or lack of. It's almost like a freshness, like new wood, new construction kind of
Mm-hmm.
smell. And the chiming had knocked off all the dust, that vibration. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt about it. And that's it. So it was actually combined between clairsentient and clair aliens. You know, it's like you felt the vibration, and that vibration actually took all of the dust off.
Wow.
And the knowing that I had is the bell can mark the start or the end of a cycle, a moment, a beginning, or ending.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Once again.
Very cool.
So what did you get?
So, like you, I think of bell in a certain way. So, when I think of bell, I see a bell with a black handle, and it reminds me it kind of the old movies when they used to call in their butler to fetch them a cup of tea, like, Charles, I'm sick. Can you get me a cup of tea, please? Like one of those.
I know what you mean, only from movies. I don't swim in that pool, so I don't know.
I don't either. So.
I don't know firsthand.
Maybe it's a wish. Ring a bell.
There you go. There you go.
And the butler comes. Oh, that's funny. That's similar to you. That's not what I saw. I saw the Liberty Bell.
Oh, okay.
So when I thought of the sound of the Liberty Bell, I thought it was much deeper. But so I actually went on the internet after and listened to it, and I could just feel it in my ears and my heart. I've been to the Liberty Bell. They have it covered in like a clear plexiglass or glass or something, and I could feel the smoothness of that. And then I could also feel the bell itself, and like as if you were running your hands over it. So the coolness on my hands and the ridges of the bell, and then my fingers going along the crack of it. And for knowing you have the freedom to make your own choices in life, and they should be yours and yours alone.
Oh, wow. That's deep. Holy crap. Wow. It's very cool.
Yeah, the very different than the butler.
Yeah, absolutely different than the butler. Oh, wow. So our next one is blanket. Do you want to start with blanket?
I got a lot of stuff for blanket.
Okay.
It was definitely different. So I love my blankets. I love wrapping myself in blankets. I use a million blankets in bed, and I love the comfort and warmth they bring. I could feel the softness on my hands. Anastasia had a favorite blanket when she was a kid, too, that she absolutely loved. So when I wrote this meditation, I thought of children losing their favorite blanket. So that's why I wrote something lost in the meditation itself regarding blankets. But that's not what I saw. I saw a woman, she was wearing like a red dress, and not like a fancy red dress. It was a red dress, and she had some yellow I couldn't make the pattern on it. Her complexion was darker than mine. She had long black hair that was in a braid, and she handed me a blanket. And you could tell that the blanket was handmade. And when she handed it to me, she had one hand over it and then one hand under it as she was handing it to me. And we were outdoors. The skies were blue and the grass was green. And we were standing on a mountainside. And in the background, her white horse was waiting for her. She had said something to me, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. So I don't know if she was speaking a different language or not. The blanket, it was heavy, and I needed to hold it with both hands, and it wasn't soft like our blankets usually are now. It didn't have that soft touch. So maybe it was made of wool or something. And for me, it felt like a gift. Like I did something for her, and in return, she was paying me back.
It almost sounds like a past life type thing. Do you think that was you in a past life?
It could be, yeah. Because I don't know what I did for her, but it must have been something to be on a mountainside as well. Mm-hmm. So it definitely didn't feel like this time.
That is amazing.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
No. And this is where mine differs. So I actually did go back to the childhood blanket like you had talked about. What I saw was a picture of me. And I've actually talked to my mom, and we're going to try to find this picture so you guys can see it. But I remember it distinctly. And it was a picture of me, and I had a favorite blanket. I was probably less than 2 years old. I was still in diapers. And this is a yellow blanket, but it was like, it was one of those blankets, you wash it, it gets pills on it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So at that age, I didn't suck my thumb. I sucked my fingers. You guys get to hear the raw version of me, all right? I dragged this blanket around all over the place. And I never put two and two together that is a comfort thing. And that is what was the theme for this. So I got nothing for clairaudient, but I saw this picture of me, and I felt myself in that zone. Because what I do is I would zone out. I was like 2 years old, and I would zone out, and I had my finger in my mouth, and I would literally twirl around those little pills until they popped off. My mom hated it because I'd have these little pills all over it. I mean, there were yellow little balls of fabric everywhere around me, because I'd do one and it pop off, and then I would twirl it around my finger, the next one, and so on and so forth. And that's what I would do, but it would soothe me. So that's what I felt. So I actually felt the fabric around my finger, and everything. I didn't so much get a taste, but I felt my fingers in my mouth. I know it sounds disgusting, but the knowing was that the blankets provided comfort, and I've always had them on. So that was, I went with the child thing that I didn't think I was gonna, but it did.
That is so cool.
It was weird, but cool. Yeah. All right. So we've got the last one.
The last one book. I tried several times, but I didn't have the attention span or whatever to finish. So I didn't get anything for book.
So that happened to me with Ancestor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just too much going on in my mind. So, well, I will tell you what I got them for book.
Oh, wonderful. Yay.
So this one was it was fun. So I saw a book, but it was heavy and it was old. And I knew that I'd seen it before, but I couldn't place it. And it wasn't until later on in the meditation that I actually figured out where I saw it. And then I had to look it up, and it was a whole big thing. So it was a heavy book, and it was on a cluttered desk, buried under papers and just that sort of thing. And I heard if you open a book and you open a heavy book, it kind of thumps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I heard. And then I had clairsentient and claircognizance together. So I'll get to that in a little bit. But I tasted the dust that radiated from this book. It was an old book. And I actually had the urge to sneeze. So that was pretty cool. But so I'm going to show my age here. One of my very favorite movies growing up, and I don't know if you ever saw it, but it's The Never Ending Story. Did you ever see that one?
The Never Ending Story. I probably have.
So it actually came out in the 80s. It was like 1984, I think. So The Never Ending Story is about a young boy, and he steals a book, and he goes to the attic of his school, and then he gets locked in the school. And the premises is it's a book about imagination. So the book is about a young warrior that is out to save the princess, and he's got trials and tribulations, and he's had heartbreak, and he's had injuries, and this, that, and the other thing. And he goes through all these things. So it was an interactive. So it was a story about him, like he was the main character, but he was watching the other characters. It's confusing, but fascinating. At the end of the story, they're talking, and basically this movie is that the nothing is not having an imagination. The world that was destroyed was the world of imagination. So the worlds of dreams and the imagination and all the make-believe, what I actually know about this movie is, and this is, everything is yet to be written. The dreams and stories are all yours, just waiting for you to write them.
Wow.
That's what it told me. That's what I get. It took me back. All these things. And the boy actually saves, but he's encouraged to dream, to imagine, to create his own stories. Because that's what we're here to do, is to create our own stories. There is nothing that's ever written. Astrology is wonderful, but it is not written. It's suggestive. You can have certain alignments, but it's up to you to actually take and do it. And that's why book is so, it's fascinating to me, because you're making your own story. So what's it going to be?
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love this. I love doing these episodes, to be honest. Yeah, I love it. Which one surprised you most?
Oh, I don't know. Blanket surprised me, and the first one, which was the first one?
Clarity.
Clarity, yeah. How about you?
I would have to say book. I mean, it'd be a toss-up between book and blanket, actually. Those were my toss-ups, because blanket showed me something about myself that I didn't see the pattern. And all of a sudden now I see the pattern. Where book was a metaphor beyond metaphors for me. And to take one of my favorite movies, and I'm not going to lie, it is my favorite movie ever. And my sisters will absolutely know, both of them, that I tortured them for years. That and The Labyrinth.
Yeah, 1984 is causing all sorts of ruckus.
Is there one that you would redo?
Well, I definitely have to redo book, because I got nothing. Yeah, book for now. Although Castle was another weird one where, it was saying that we had all lived within castles. So that was interesting, and kind of want to know more about this castle.
Ooh, that would be cool. I would have to say castle just for the reason that I too want to know more, but I would also say that same thing for cave too.
Mm. These words like blanket was moving, and I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had, as soon as I was done with the meditation, wrote down my stuff and I called my mom. Mom, this makes so much sense. Why literally I have a blanket always.
Yeah, I do too. I have to have a blanket on me. I don't care if I'm sweating or not. The blanket's going on.
It's just a comfort thing.
Yeah, I agree. So, what would you want our woo woo seekers to try to pay attention to before our next set of words that we're going to go over?
Well, I would definitely still continue to say, write the stuff down, but let it flow. Just don't predict, because we both predicted on a couple of them and it was nothing like it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you just got to let it flow. And, you could start with your prediction. And if you want to bring in Charles with the bell, you can.
But can you go into meditation with that one? And I want to see a picture.
But it's amazing what will come in when you just let your senses take over.
Yep. What do you think Spirit is trying to communicate differently this time around as opposed to last month?
Well, for this month, I feel like I got less memories, but I also did get some past life stuff happening here as well. And I did last time, not as much as this time, I think. How about you?
I think this time they use more of my life experiences and more memories, that sort of thing, and less metaphors than the first time.
Oh, okay.
So this is the prime example. The reason why we're doing this is because sometimes one clair is stronger for me, one is stronger for Ro. Sometimes spirits adapting the message, just like we noticed today, as opposed to last month. We each receive guidance in a way that's most understandable to us, and you act on it. And that's the beauty about building this spiritual dictionary, is every time we practice, every time you share, we're experiencing our understanding of how spirit communicates through everyday life. I mean, shoot, I even went through one word and I got two different results when I did it twice. So that's what we're talking about. So yeah, just be open.
That's a good point that you made, that how you did your meditation twice and you got two different results. Good to go back and revisit. And remember, all of these meditations are on our YouTube channel at Woo Woo Seekers. So if you didn't get a clear sense through one of the class, or if you want to explore a word more deeply, you can always revisit it in the meditation. These are great ways to reconnect, practice your class, and notice how spirit might speak differently each time, just like Becky. And remember, we'd love to hear from you and see what you get with your words. You can email us at woowooseekers@gmail.com. Before we close, what are we doing next week?
Well, next week's episode will be diving deep into claircognizance, which is the gift of clear knowing. This is a powerful, immediate flash of information that arrives without evidence or explanation. It's essential for trusting your intuition. We can't wait to share how you can tap into this profound form of spiritual guidance. And don't forget, our newsletter drops on November 1st, delivering your complete schedule of episodes for the month. You'll also have direct access to the meditations and the new words of the month, plus some extra magic, a peek at the month's astrological happenings with simple tips to navigate the energy inside astrology aspects, and our monthly tarot tidbits, where we explore the hidden meanings one card at a time. Don't miss out on our monthly dose of spiritual tools. Head over to comegetwoowoo.com and click on the newsletter and subscribe today. Thank you.
Thanks for getting woo-woo with us today. If something sparked a memory, a message, or just made you smile, share it with a fellow seeker, because the journey is always better when you can grow together. Be sure to find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Woo Woo Seekers, so you can like, follow, and subscribe.
You can also follow us by visiting our website, comegetwoowoo.com. We are so much more than just another podcast. We're building a community of seekers just like us. We love hearing from you. If you've got signs, symbols, or stories that you want to share, email us at woowooseekers@gmail.com. Or any questions about today's episode, you can email us at comegetwoowoo@gmail.com.
Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and as always, come get woo-woo with us.